hot though, really hot. You couldn't even walk along the deck sometimes. I hate that. When we went to Ibiza, the beach was so hot. But the water, I love the sea. And that's sticky, isn't it? Tell you should have took talcum powder. If ever you go to the beach, take talc. We didn't take any. Apparently they were liquid talc. I don't know how that works. Because I can't stand the sticky, you know? It's like, ugh. And there's no showers. Actually, it's nice if you get a beach to have showers on it. Where did we go? Somewhere and had showers on the beach. That was nice. Because you could just like, oh, show me belly, show me midriff. How long was you in Gran Canaria? Was that for a week? Was you out there for a week? I'd recommend trying a cruise. They're about roughly 100 quid a day. Roughly 100 quid a day, which I don't think's bad. There's the shows as well. You have a show. I just Jeff Hurst. Is it Jeff Hurst? He was on the cruise. Didn't I think you had to pay to go see him though. Ah right. You're afraid of sinking? Well, I don't really want to sink because some bits of that he was telling us the captain had come on and say, well, it's 4,000 metres. The depth today is fathoms or whatever it is, but then he converted to metres. So one bit was 4,000 metres, which you think, oh my God, that's 3.5 mile. It's like, Christ, 3.5 mile deep. Just been to Spain, we're going to Sam's Red Hot. Yeah, you can get it from Boots. Oh, what? The liquid talc or something? My daughter said about it because I've got granddaughters and they're like, you know. So she said, use talc. And I've heard other people say that. It's really, really good. But you can't take everything. We want to take about 60 pair of shoes, isn't it? You don't really want to take anything essential. You want to take loads of dresses. Is it good? I have to try it. Probably forget it, won't I? Forget to take it. What's that? Yeah, I'm all right. All right, mate. Yeah, it was good. Where you been hiding? I was on a cruise, mate. I went on holiday. Yeah, I'm back. Back to reality. Done me washing. My girlfriend, her washing machine's broke before we went away. So she had to do a load of hand washing. Nightmare, isn't it? Absolute nightmare. But yeah, I'm back. Good holiday. Weather was nice. Shit was nice. Sadly, a few selfish idiots, but there you go. That's that's normal, isn't it? That's normal when you go on holiday. I always find it people quite territorial about spots, aren't they? Hammy Stone, listen to this. I weighed myself before we went. Admittedly, it was the morning, and I made myself when I got back, so had my clothes on and everything. When I went, it was the Friday morning, 74.8. I weighed myself today. Well, in the morning, it was 74.4. So yeah, I'm well chuffed. I'm well chuffed. That means I've not put any weight on, gone down a pound, which I'm like, yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that because it's hard work getting it off, isn't it? And really, we weren't having breakfast. I don't have breakfast at home, so I'm used to not having breakfast. Yeah, it was great. It was great. I didn't. If I wanted something, I had it. If I wanted a coffee, I don't know, a frappe or something, I wanted it. Didn't have any ice cream and shit. I wanted burgers, burgers and chips, pizza around the swimming pool. You get them, free coffees and tea. It was good. It was good. But usually I'll eat too much. I told you the story when I put a stone on 2 weeks. Most people put a pound a day. Do you know what? Honestly, neither of us were fussed. We had them lattes, and salted caramel latte in the morning. Wake up, have that. Yeah. It's in your. You go live on a cruise? No, no, no. I didn't want to. I didn't have the internet. You can buy it. They do give you 1 hour free. So I went it last night just to like, I don't know, update all the apps and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I didn't. We didn't. Neither of us overindulged. I don't know how much she's put on or hasn't. That she has actually. She got quarantined one night. Felt really rough. I was like, oh God. And it's like ring 999. Oh God. So I rung down in the never be ill on a cruise. I'm telling you now. But thankfully it was nothing. But they quarantine you if you're ill. They quarantine you for a day. They don't quarantine both of you. They only quarantine one. And they clean the cabin before you go back, and because there's a thing called norovirus, which is really not really deadly, I don't think, but it's really contagious. It wouldn't kill you, it makes you just sick. You get the runs and that sort of stuff. Anyway, so she had to stay in. Of course, I was, all prepared to stay in, but when you get that, no, I thought, all right, and I'm off out, and I off out for the day. Come back, check my prisoner, make sure she was okay. Get free room. That's one thing. You get free room service though. Where'd you go? Round the Med. It wasn't round the Med, but I thought actually if you went round the Med, I don't know how many. That you'd be about 4 weeks, I reckon. But no, it was only 2 weeks. Yeah, it took. I think it was 2 days, 3 days to get back from Gibraltar. But the Bay of Biscay, everything was like I've never ever had one like that. That smooth. And I've never had it where you can sit out on the deck really like sunbathing the last day. Usually because you come out by the Bay of Biscay. Joking, you're beautiful. Well, I know that. Tell me something I don't know. I feel like Judith Chalmers really. So yeah, don't be ill. Or if you're going to be ill, make sure it's like after about 9 o'clock in the morning. It's cheaper. You don't want the nights. You don't want the nighttime doctor because he comes in and does a bit. And all right, we send you the bill. You're subscribed. Okay, thank you. Off soon to Italy. Oh yeah. Well, I want to go to the Colosseum because where we're going next time. We got yeah. It was good, Omar. Very good. Yeah, it should be covered. They give you a letter to say what had happened and that sort of stuff. So you just got to submit that. It's on her insurance, obviously. It wasn't too bad. It was 255 or 258 or something. So 2 weeks, 2 weeks. But I fancy going to the Colosseum when we go in September. But I need to get my act together. I need to speak to Cunard and find out how long we are at the port to find because you got to get a train from Civitavecchia to Rome. So I quite like doing it myself. Get on the train and that. Oh, Isabella says Isabella. What? Why do you want me to say that? How old am I? How old are you? Question mark A. Well, like Exhibit A. Don't know. How old do I look? I would say my body is more like a 25-year-old. Energy of a child. I've not been as apathetic as a teenager yet, so I don't know. Isn't it funny? You got loads of energy when you were a kid. You're a teenager, and then you ain't got a lot of energy for the rest of your life. Then rented a car. We go. I'm sure 5 days. 950. Oh, what? When you go on holiday? Well, there weren't a lot of point of having a car on a cruise. No, I don't think I'd bother. I wouldn't. You'd probably take a push bike, but it was too hot though. You wouldn't want to go running or nothing like that. I don't think. Yeah, because you're on holiday, isn't it? McDonald's or Burger King? Why can't I have both? Probably not many now. Probably I'm going to have to be good because I'm trying to be very. I'm trying to. I've got to sort myself out for my next holiday because I've decided I don't like the thought of. I don't like the thought of my shirt feeling like it's going to go like the Incredible Hulk. I didn't run. I've done when swimming. I do an hour swimming. Get out there at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Literally, you think, oh, all the beds are taken, not by people. Plenty of towels up there. You feel like, yeah, scam. But, um, and then I would go to the gym for an hour ish. You know, you going to Venice in Rome? Nice. I have been to Venice, but I think it said it was something. I did see one sign, and it was something like 7 or 9 laps or something to a mile. But I didn't really want to run really. There was running machines in the gym. There was, I don't know, 10 running machines, spin bikes, all the free weights, um, machines. They do fitness classes as well. I don't know what ones they do, you know. But didn't really do a lot really because I was quite lazy. Well, I thought I was lazy. I never understand. You go somewhere and there's a beautiful, unless you don't like swimming. What's the good? What's the good like? Eh? Oh, what's the food? Brilliant. You can eat almost 24 hours a day if you want. You can eat. We didn't go to breakfast. If you go to the restaurant, it's not going to a hotel. It's not going to a hotel, but where a hotel, whatever's included. Say you had full board in a hotel, you can't like in the middle of the afternoon go. I'm going to go out for afternoon tea, or I'm going. They charge you. So all your hello, but your the buffet is called the Horizon, and it's massive. And then you got two sides, and you just done about 3 different stations. And like breakfast, you just go up and say, I don't know, whatever. Was it not? The food on the cruise, I've never had a bad cruise. There's always something in there. There's always something like, oh, this is rubbish. And last night, I think we had, last night? Yeah, venison. I thought, I'll have that. I've never had that. Will I do it again? I hope so. I'm going in a couple of weeks. Oh, sorry. Sometime in September we're going. Do you like Shakira? Don't know. Does she like me? I don't really like her if she likes me. If she likes me, I like her. If she don't like me, no, I don't want to talk to her. Unless she started promoting my business, then I'd love her a bit. Anyone does that, any international superstar wants to promote my business and fund my life of going on cruises all year, I'll say I like them a lot. Did you? She don't like me. Well, I don't like her. I think she wears a bit too skimpy clothes, isn't it? It's always wobbling her backside around and all. It's terrible, isn't it? She needs a bit of stability in there, doesn't she? No, the food is nice. You can have as much of it as you want. She can't sing. I know. Can you shout me out? My name is. I'm an idiot. Skunk man. Why would you want to be called an idiot? I'm dyslexic, mate. Some words they come up with different words for me. But appreciate the comment. Let me just see how many people you got following you. Oh my god, you're popular, aren't you? Skunk man. What's that mean? Do you smell like a skunk? That's embarrassing, isn't it? Have you been to the doctor about it? Do you think we can help you? Nah. Do you know what one of them is actually then, do you? I love the way you want me to say that word, which I personally think that's probably what you are, but it's not something to be proud at, is it? But there you go. Obviously you want to be like a bit of a fool, don't you? But there you go. Anyway, go away. We're not talking to people like you. You're pointless, aren't you? No bio. You've got about 20 people. Imagine that. 20 mates. You ain't going to get very far in life. Might be about 20 mates. They're not even mates, are they? Have you got any real mates? Actually, should we block him? Yeah, let's block him. Someone block him, will you? Get rid of him. I can't bother him anymore. Grandpa? Ever done the Red Sea? No. No, no, I don't know if there must be cruises around that way. I've not been through the, not the Suez. There's another, I can't think what it's called. It's like Rockside. It's some canal, not the Suez Canal. I can't think. And cruise ships go through that. Apparently they have to have a, what? Get rid of him. You? Or do you want to be blocked? Act like something that we don't want around, then we block you. How's that sound? Keep showing me stomach. It's not a very nice thing to see, is it? Anyway, just before we got rudely interrupted, yes, I would recommend a cruise, but you know, you'd have to, and it's if you a single woman, perfect holiday. You feel, yeah, I think you'd be very safe. Really want to go with a mate though. I think you want to go with a mate. Normally, trouble is if you go single cruiser pays about 80% of what two people pay, and you think that's quite a lot, isn't it? My teeth look white. I've not really tan. I'm orange. I feel like I've gone tango. I don't know what it is. It's this camera. What do you look for in a man? Money. Money and the ability to fund my cruises. If that's what you can do, I don't really want to get me. I'm quite happy keeping my genitals to myself. I don't really want their hands all over it. Unless it's full of money. If you've got loads of money and you're stuffing it down my pants, well, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. But I at least want £1,000 a time. And if you ain't going to do it 10 times a night, no, you're not my type of person, really. Your crew, is it 2 weeks only? Where are you going? Did you tell me? I think you told me, but I can't remember where. Hello? Do I like Tom Cruise? Let's get a few of them. I love that. Oh, how many cruises have you done? It's like, well, one or two. Honestly, some people have done loads, haven't they? Some people are like, yeah, I'm on about 70 now. I think, you know, how do you do that many? Harvia, to the Med, nice. You go from Southampton, I guess. We've just come back from the Med. We're going again in September on Queen Anne. Harvia, is it your first time on there? Is it your first time on there? Oh, look, I've got a little thing. Little book. This is really this was a lifesaver. This is a little map. Tom Cruise with you, and he says hi. No, I tell him I don't like him. What a mug! Tell him he's a mug. Who was the one he was married to? What's her name? Nicole Kidman. Flipping hell, he's a nut, isn't he? Who's he getting over now? Anyone? Is he one of them Scientologists or something? Isn't he? Is that who it is? Catty. Well, I'm Catty. Carol, yeah, go in. Carol, are you still there? There's my car, isn't it? Go. I think, yeah, they had the Keelan cow. Another thing, right? If I was you, download the app so you can book stuff, because all the pros. Hang on. Hello? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, mate. Okay, will do. All right. See you later. Cheers. Bye. Bye. There we go. He says rough. That's cancer for you. Every time he rings, I'm thinking, don't I own a Britannia Mid Islands? Did you? Yeah, right. What you got to do the shows. You've done it. You probably know anyway. I didn't realise first time I went on because it's all the app, isn't it? And all the old like. I love it. They don't even want to go, and that's another thing that really annoys me. You go to the shows, and you go in, don't you? And you think, now I'm an adult. What I would do is I'm going to go in this row. I'm going to fill up the middle, fill up out. No. They have to sit at the end. And they get the right don't they? I want to get in there. And another thing that does is people go in and they leave one seat. It's like, why are you leaving one seat? It's unfair because a lot of people want to get in, don't they? I think they should go back and say, if you sit, and if you get up early, I think they should say, right, sorry, you can't come to the next show. You didn't appreciate it. They're off, aren't they? They're like, oh, what do you think? Where are you going? Oh, there was these two women. And they went in the lift and I'm like, And I caught up with them because I went up the stairs, going to the crow's nest, and I went along and I see them, and I sort of almost run past them, and I waited there, and I waited till I see roughly where they went, and I overtook them again and sat in their seats. Ah, well, maybe, but I don't. You don't really get many people. No, don't get up in the middle. So if someone got up in the middle of it, I think that's fine. But it's the end. You know when they're not quite finished, and they're literally going like they're hanging on the rail to get out, aren't they? Dear, hello, Oscar. Am I straight, bi, or gay? I don't really know. Really, are you? You know, how much money are you going to pay me? This is the question tonight. This is the subject tonight. I'm actually looking for someone, a wealthy benefactor, who can, get me go cruising all year. So if you're loaded, I mean, you can come with me if you want. I want a separate room though. That's my rule. And ideally, I want you on floor, I don't know, 5, and I want to be up the top, the posh suites if I can. So I don't know if that's any good. Erin, is there anything else though? Do you remember S Club 7? Yeah, they're quite a good comedian on there. Mark Walker actually, he was quite good. And the dancers on there, people going, oh shit, that show. And you think, up the West End, I don't know, just people miserable, aren't they? They mow. It's like first world problems, isn't it? It's steak the other night. You think, well, why don't you go to the Cinder and pay more money, innit? Because you can pay extra. They do another one, another restaurant called the Beach House. That's quite good. And you cook the steak on the I don't know what you call it. There's a stone. Is it called lava stone or something, isn't it? Deck 15. There. Well, you better be sending me some money then, Carol. I can't believe it. I'm happy about this. One of my followers not sponsoring it. Carol, don't you want to sponsor me? Bloody hell! All this attention I'm giving you, Carol. I'm not even. I'm going. Do you know what? I'm not even. I'm. I was prepared to not. I was prepared to go the other way, but I'm going to go straight if you're going to sponsor me. That's terrible. That's terrible. You wait. I'm going to have to add that in my bio, isn't it? Anyone want to pay me money? No, I don't want anyone's money. Because it always comes there will always be strings, isn't there? I'll pay for that, but it's not. No, I ain't worried about it. I don't want that. Have you got Carnival shares? Because you should buy shares, isn't it? I didn't realise. I keep meaning to buy some, but I want to go on Titanic. I want to go on the Queen Mary 2. I've been on it. Lovely ship. Ships of cruise. Yeah, it's about no, not quite. It's about I think it's about £100 a night. It's about £100 a day each, roughly. But that's all your food, all your entertainment, and you go and see places, don't you? Queen Mary 2, lovely ship. Queen Mary 2, similar sort of size to all the big ones, but it's only 2,400 passengers. So you could always get a seat, you could always get a sunbed, you could always get in any of the restaurants. There was never a shortage in that. That's what I say. It's about £100 a night. About £100 a night, which is not bad. That isn't. I don't think it's bad. But then if you think it's bad, then that's fine, isn't it? But I think I think for what you get, it's not too bad. And the way I see it, you're going you don't go to the Ritz, but you're going to quite a nice hotel that's floating, and it's taking you to different ports. And the idea is you should literally. I think you get a taster, don't you? You go, Santorini, that's really nice, or Mykonos. I like Mykonos. Mykonos is nice. Or you can't see all of it, but you just get a taster, don't you? Really? What would you pay for a shitty holiday in here? Yeah, probably. Well, it would make sense to me. More compared. Yeah, I'd have found the ship. 600. Yeah, we didn't get any. No on-board spending. But I think they messed up the tiers because I got 5%. I'm sure I used to get 7.5%. And my girlfriend, she looked and she didn't get anything. And I know she's done, I don't know, 7 or 8 or something. And I think we need to find out about it really and find out what's happening with it. But it makes quite a difference because if one of you gets a discount, you've got to make sure that you use that card because then you get like that. I was getting 5% off everything. But that's not bad. It is nice having the on-board thing, isn't it? Because it just comes off your bill, really. Did you buy the drinks package? Yeah, I think I don't know what I was. Did you tell me? Yeah. No, don't tell me that. No, don't. No, don't tell me. I don't know what I was. But I'm sure you used to get 7.5. I'm sure they've. Yeah, the trouble is you don't realise, do you? And then you're too excited for your holiday, and then you're not till you're on there, and there's we can't sort this out. There's no tips though. There used to be tips. It was very good. Really enjoyed it. Really, really nice. Sad to be back. We was out on there last night. Last night's always a bit of a sort of anticlimax, really, isn't it? Because you're sort of coming home tomorrow. But then we got back. I don't know. We got off at 7. I think it was 7. 7:30 we was off the ship because we always do our take our own baggage off. So you haven't got to wait. You can just. The worst thing is getting a lift. If you wait till about 8:30, 9 o'clock, it's like a couple lifts, 4 lifts, and it's like all full up. And then if you wait long enough, no one will be on the ship, will they? They're going to they chuck you off, won't they? But people would go because it's a Titanic. I wouldn't want to go and say, well, you'd actually want to go on the Titanic and get struck by ice? No. Titanic. If you want an old looking ship, go on the Victoria. That's really sort of Art Deco, all like wood panelling, very nice. Depends on what you want. They're all different. I want to take my son and daughter next year. I think we should all go. Like take the grandchildren and that. Probably go on, I don't know, say Independence or something. Just you want to go on a young ship, don't you really? We did go on one, I think it was Oriana. Adult only, 10 o'clock. They're all asleep, aren't they? All asleep. It's like, oh my God. I'll tell you what though, you never ever struggle to get a sunbed. Never. You always get a sunbed because it's full of old people. They couldn't get up. They can't get up, can they? They can't get up the decks. So they can't go that fast. Nothing I didn't hear much this year. Usually a lot of that, when they're on them scooters. Beep, beep, as they're didn't hear a lot of that actually. Hey? Is it cheaper to buy a ship than a house? I wouldn't have thought so. Must be, got to be, I wouldn't have a clue how much them cruise ships are. Billions, I would think, to build one of them. But Britannia, which you've been on, is 11-year-old. And it's still going strong. So, I don't know, they've probably got a 20, 25-year life, haven't they? Yes, if you're buying in London. If you're buying in London, it's probably cheaper to buy a ship. Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue. I did find out my very first cruise. I searched for it and found a picture of it. Looks so small, so small. Now they're like monsters, aren't they? I think this one had like, was it 8 to 15? So what's that? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 7 decks. 7 decks of just cabins. Where the one I went on looked like, to me, had 2. It was a Cunard Countess. I only had 2 rows, I reckon, of cabins. See you later. I won't be on late. That's another thing I thought when I go away. I'm gonna make sure I get 10 o'clock coming off. Yeah, I'm not seeing my girlfriend the weekend. We've seen enough of each other, haven't we? Don't need to see each other this weekend. And I'm working tomorrow. Oh, I don't mind, but it's just the paperwork is like, it'd be like, what's this for? What's that for? No one knows, do they? That's the trouble. No one knows what they've spent. And I've got to try and work it all out. Take my missus along you to the cruise. Well, it'll be a bit awkward, James, because, I'm not sure what I could tell my girlfriend. Joanna, hello. What should I tell my girlfriend then, James? I don't know. Why couldn't you go with her? James, why can't you take her? I thought, oh yeah, nice. I don't mind working. I've got to catch it up. It doesn't matter. You can do it. Oh, mate, I can't. The cruise is sleeping time, mate. Some people are up till like, I don't know, 11:30. I'm like, how'd you start that late? I'm like 10 o'clock in the shower. I'm like, I can't stay up. I'm good, thank you. I'm too tired. I'm sure they put sleeping gas through the air conditioning. I'm positive. If you sleep really lightly, don't do one. You will hear so many noises. But it's a metal box, isn't it, basically? Blessings and love. Yeah. Well, I'd rather have cash, really, if you don't mind, send me some cash. Because then I can book another holiday. We get looking for holidays. They always get clever. They give you this, like, well, book it on board. You get this nice 20 quid deposit or something, and they reckon they give you all this stuff. It was 2 weeks. It went Friday 2 weeks ago. Next one's 2 weeks. I think I go on Saturday. I think the next one. This was Friday to Friday, which was quite handy. It means I can work tomorrow. But I like them. There's loads. I mean, there's loads of stuff online, isn't there? Right, Steve. Evening, I just had have you? Lovely beef burgers. Have a pack? No, we went, James. We're going again, but that's in a month's time. No, my girlfriend's got all the stuff. 3 suitcases. She said, "Oh, that's it. Next time we'll have 1 suitcase each." I thought, yeah, right. Yeah, all right. Last night there was a lady there, and I can't remember how many cases they said they had. Something crazy like 9. I'm like, oh my God! But she's got 14 dresses. She had 14 dresses because it's 14 nights, and different bags and shoes. I said, oh my God! I said, you need a van, but you can take what you want. You can take what you want. There's no limitations on the. So if you don't like flying, it's brilliant. You just drive to Southampton, you drop your bags, and the thing is. May you be blessed by the waters. We were. It was very calm. There was no seasickness. Well, I didn't get any. We had no seasickness this time, which is good. Discussing cruise ship life from getting on board to unpacking. Well, I'd seemed to go out and my unpacking was done, which was quite handy. And I seemed to come back and the packing was done. I was like, yeah. Hello, Oscar. Have you been on the bike? No. Oh, a push bike. Yeah, I went out on my push bike tonight. I haven't ridden my bike for ages. And I thought, well, do you know what? I didn't really want to run. I didn't really want to go to the gym. I thought, I'm going to go out on my push bike. So I went out on my push bike. Don't know what I've done. 10 mile. Is it 10 mile? I don't know. 10.59 mile. 48 minutes. Average speed was 13 mile an hour. Bit down on the average speed. You're spiritual, are you? They were doing lots of spirits on the boat. It's like 60 quid for 4 bottles. It all looks lovely with the colours, doesn't it? You just think, oh. Nah, I can't. I don't drink. I don't like the Baileys. I like Baileys, but I wish they'd done a non-alcoholic Baileys. I don't like the alcohol. It's that. Nah. What? You sent me a light? I don't want a light. I can't go to P&O. Oh, I want to book a cruise. I really keep looking at Silver Sea. Found another one. It's some yacht club. Oh, it looks amazing. Probably got no prices on the brochure. It's probably like, do you want to book? Can you afford it? If you have to ask the prices, you can't come. Absolutely. This cabin, there was a little video on Facebook. and it had like a hallway in his cabin. I'm thinking, bloody hell, separate bedroom, a lounge, great big balcony. I think, oh my God, how much is that? Trouble is, it's nice when you're going, but as you get towards the end, you must think, I spent 15 grand on that, or 20 grand. Just some people got so much money, haven't they? Some people just got so much money. It's ridiculous, isn't it? You just never know, do you? All right, Andrew, what? The crow steal everything that shines. Today, what about my head? Will I steal my head then? Because that's quite shiny. Look at that. Got a bit of a shiny bit going on there. Obviously, I polished it when I was away. Doing a bit of polishing like that. Well, I didn't have the internet, so I was polishing my nut. But you have to have your phone, because your phone, you book all the stuff on an app. So you can't really not have your phone. And really, your phone's your camera now, isn't it? You take all your pictures on a phone, where you never used to. You used to take your pictures had a camera, didn't you? People don't have camera. Gibraltar's quite good for you. If you want to buy any electric stuff or cheap perfume and that in Gibraltar, buy it in Gibraltar. Smoke my ideal Sunday. I haven't really got one, really. It's got too many ideals, really. I don't know, sort of. Oh, look. That was the last one. And that was this one. I'm going on this again, this one. Going on this again. What's this? I haven't got perfect. I don't know, really. I don't know. One where nothing goes wrong, I suppose. I know you don't mind a carver and a pint of orange juice and lemonade. Perfect. I don't know. So probably where you're with people, isn't it? Really, you're with people and with my girlfriend and go out, have a nice meal. Not on our phones too much. Maybe a walk would be nice. Depends on the weather, doesn't it? Really. I don't know. If the weather's nice, it'd be nice to go for a walk, I suppose, isn't it? Just go somewhere, I suppose, somewhere nice, isn't it? Nice to, I don't know, walk around and do stuff, I suppose. What was it doing that? I didn't even realise I had that. 16th of November 25. Boot sale? Nah, not really. I don't know really. I suppose a perfect Sunday is the one where you decide, oh, let's do that, and you go and do that, and you enjoy it. Whether it's going for a meal, going to a boot sale, going out for a walk, going out for a cycle, going out on a motorbike. It's whatever you decided to do, you enjoyed it. That's the perfect Sunday. I don't think there's any. Because if you say the perfect Sunday, does that mean them going out on your motorbike's not perfect, but going to a boot sale is? No, they're different, aren't they? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really got well, that would be my perfect day. I suppose we don't deal with any idiots, innit? You don't have to deal with any of the public that are just going to drive you mad and make you think, what are they on about? Gary, I want a divorce. Well, that's quite simple, really. Just go to your solicitor, isn't it? And say, I want a divorce. I want another cruise for next year. So I'll help you get a divorce. Can you pay for my cruise? How's that sound? That ain't bad, is it? Do you want the ring back? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really got a perfect day. Depends what you feel like, though, doesn't it? Sometimes you get up and you got actually probably not being on my phone. Probably doing stuff and not being on my phone would be a good day, because your phone just wastes time, doesn't it? Although I suppose if you went out and done a live, I suppose that's fine, isn't it? Because I don't mind doing them if I'm doing a walk, because I think, well, I'm doing a walk. I'm doing something useful while skiving. Yeah. A productive day where you've done something productive rather than just sit on your phone, innit, all day. Well, the weather sort of makes the day, really, doesn't it? Breakfast in bed, like walk to the pub. John Cena, okay, Cambridge of Cambridge Motors. Hello. Well, it's Judith Chalmers. I want to be known as it's Gary Cambridge, or AKA Judith Chalmers now. There's no real holiday programs now, is there? All them programs, like Top Gear, really. Everyone knows everything now, is Years ago, you'd watch Top Gear because it would show you the new cars. Like we used to do motorbike racing, and you go to the motorbike show to see the new bikes. But there's no point now. If you follow Yamaha or Honda, their bikes are all on their website. Yes, it's not like, but even when you went to the show, you could only sit on it and touch it. You couldn't ride it or nothing like that. So really, looking at it on your phone was better because you didn't have to go anywhere. I think exhibitions probably, I don't know, hard work, I would think. Before the internet, I would think exhibitions were brilliant, wouldn't it? Whatever it was you done, exhibitions were good, wouldn't it? Because that's where you found out all the latest tech or the new bikes or the new cars, like the car show. Do they still have a car show? Is there a car show anymore? I don't know. I don't reckon there is, But you used to all them sort of things. You go to sort of Earl's Court or don't know Wembley or something, wouldn't you? Or XL. They still have stuff, but I don't think it's the same. Do you? Are they speedos? No. I was wearing speedos on holidays. Not speedo, but they're like little shorts. So they're like little shorts. And I like them swimming. I've swum in. You were swimming shorts, and they're like an anchor. It's like trying to swim with an anchor on. Probably good to you actually, because it's a drag, isn't it? Remember when I done my life saving thing when I was at school? You had to wear your pajamas. You had to take your pajamas in, and you had to rescue someone with your pajamas on, because that was simulating that you were going in to rescue someone, which I don't think you want to. Sounds really horrible. Be careful who you rescue. Be careful. Amount of people that have rescued someone and they've ended up drowning. Like going for a dog, innit? Going in for a dog. Your natural thing is just jumping after it, innit? But, don't know. Really annoying if the dog survived and you didn't. You'd think, that was worthwhile, wasn't it? But I do like swimming trunks because I like swimming. I do mess about, but I prefer swimming. If I'm going in the swimming pool or you know or in the sea. I like swimming in the sea as well. I don't really like walking in the sea though, because you don't really know what you're walking on, do you? It's like, ooh, what am I walking on? Honestly, mate, they were. I'd, 7 o'clock the swimming pool opened. You could get in at 7 o'clock. And what I'd do is, I didn't get there that early. I got there about 9, I suppose, 9:30 ish. And you get there, and there's beds, but there's like loads of things. All right, mate. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was great. There was quite a lot of beds. People really territorial, on it. It's like, well, that's our spot. We sit here. And there's one woman moaning, and I said to her, I said, well, you just need to get down here early, innit? Get down here early. I said, there was a bit of a laugh anyway. I said, look, you've got kids, so you ain't having any fun in the morning. I said, if you're staying in bed and having fun in the morning, get up here late. I said, but I'm pretty sure you ain't having fun having them kids in your room. And they both laughed. I said, I think you just need to get here. Just get here early. What are you doing? You're up early with the kids. Why don't you just come up there, find where you want to sit on your beds, and just go, right, well, you two go off for breakfast. We'll sit here. And then when I come, trouble is everyone wants to go together. And it's like, you're on holiday with them. Does it matter if you sit at breakfast and eat, especially when you go to the buffet? Yeah, all right, if you're going to the restaurant, maybe. But then just take your stuff. And I think, all right, mate, I'm all right, good, thanks. I think if everyone was reasonable, yeah, shop's open. If everyone was reasonable, what you do is me and you, right, we're going on holiday, we're going to go to breakfast, take our towels off, go to breakfast. When we come back, someone else would have gone for breakfast. We'd have their plot. But people really territorial, isn't it? This is where we sit. It's like there was this family that they would all have to sit in this one spot. Didn't sit behind him, got there from up north. God, didn't shut up, yapping. I thought, God, this is the adult pool. You should be go down the children's pool because you can yap all you like down there. The idea up there is supposed to be, you know, you not really too much talk. It's quiet, quite a bit. But I'm like, oh, you know, does it really matter if you sit here or like over there and you're 2 degrees away from the sun? Really? I don't know. If you like that, the law should be you should have to sit there. If you're sitting there, that's fine. But if you're going to go away, no, no, take it with you. But people don't, do they? Oh, the silver tongue. Looking for a Beamer, one series no mileage. Um, Give us a ring if you like, and I'll have a look for you. I'm in tomorrow. There's only two of us in tomorrow, so it's going to be a bit of a, I don't know, manic or either a manic or an all right day. I've got to do all my paperwork, but I probably won't start doing that till Monday. I've got a few cars on the website. Some were sold, some not sure. I think we had a one series, but it's gone. Because today I had to go and I'd say, oh, what ones are gone? Oh, that Tiguan's gone. That one's sold. That's going out tomorrow. Someone wants that, so I don't bother putting that on there. And the ones that were already there, that the ones that were on the website that are sold. So yeah, be alright on Manic. But yeah, I mean, look, I think people moan about the Germans. It's not. It's English is the same. It's just selfish, isn't it? It's just. Is it wrong to be selfish? I think when other people are selfish, you become selfish. Imagine if we was all reasonable. I think it would be fine, wouldn't it? But people are not, are they? That's the trouble. How many fag motors? I don't know really. Um, there's a Golf. There's quite a few. There's a few Audis there, or two or three Audis. I think I've got an Audi on there, and there's a few Tiguans. Is it Tiguans? Tigans or whatever they call them. Tiguans. Some old spaces. Some are five seat, and some of the 7 seat ones. Apparently they'd nearly caught up, and then like he sold a load. So now the marked up ones are looking few and far between. Sold the BMW that we've had for quite a while in the showroom to an old customer. She wants that, but she don't want to pick it up for a month, but we know her anyway, we trust her. So, but yeah, if anyone rings me when I'm at work, I can tell you stuff, but don't ring me when I'm after work. I ain't going to remember nothing, am I? How many of them you got? I don't know, have a look on my website. When I'm there, I can go, hang on, I'll go and have a look. Go to the phone. There's one, two, there's a red one, blue one there. All right. Because I haven't got a very good memory. I've got a good enough memory, but I don't remember things. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't want to do that. I can't. You should do, I know. Don't do a Gary. You should have a good memory and remember stuff. What fag? They're all right. They're not probably not that cheap. Volkswagen, German, aren't they? I don't know really. I'm sure you'd find someone who hates them, but then you find someone else who would hate a Ford. Then you find someone else who would hate, Peugeot, or someone else who would hate a Toyota. Depends on your experience, isn't it? What's gone wrong with the car or anything like that, isn't it? If you have something and it goes wrong, I think then you don't like it, do you? CRB, yeah, they're all right. They're just same as a Volkswagen, but they're just branded differently, aren't they? They've got Seat on them, really. And lots of stuff is, you probably watch that Matt Armstrong, you've probably seen him where he's, gets a bit, this is often a Focus and it's fitting on a Lamborghini or whatever. And why would you bother manufacturing something? Just get them to change it. Cheaper interiors. But I never understand it. What do you want an interiors to do? It's just got to sit there. People are always plasticky. It's not right. And well, you ain't going to eat it, are you? And what's it got to do? The dash has got to go along like that. The door panel's got to do that. It's got to be handles. I don't know. What's it do? I don't know. Maybe I'm odd. Maybe I'm odd. I get, no, I get you like certain things, you like certain colours, and I like that cup holders, or I like the screen or something like that. I get that, but generally, I mean, when people say, "Oh, it's a cheap looking interior," I think, what do you want it to do then? You know what? When you're out the car, what are you going to do then? Imagine if you've got the most luxurious interior, but you're not in the car. What's that? How long do you sit in there? Hello. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Um, a snake oil. Are you a snake oil salesman? Oh yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've given up working out what people want in cars. You know, most of the guys, and these Chinese motors, I think they're brilliant. I absolutely think they're brilliant. You know, the Armadas and the JQs and that. And I don't mean they're going wrong. Everyone's saying, they're going wrong. I don't mean they are. Not there's not that much. Not for how many are here. And they'll improve, won't they? They'll improve them. You know, and they will fix it. And that's a good thing. If you bought a new one, it doesn't matter. It will be fixed. They will give you a courtesy car. So great. It doesn't matter, does it? Picture of it. Sound like the dad jokes are coming out now. Well, I'm going to be going soon. Another 5 minutes and I'm going to go. I'm going to start going to bed a bit. Sensible time, really. See a motor, steering wheel, heat your steering wheel. That is quite nice though when it's cold, isn't it? When it's really, really cold, heat your steering wheel. I will say heated steering wheel is quite nice. Heated seats are quite nice. But again, you know, when they're new, have all the extras. As they get older, you want to buy one without so many extras because everything goes wrong, and the more luxurious it is, the more expensive it is to fix, I believe. There is a better food, America or the UK? I don't know really. Depends on what you like, I suppose. You know, I've been to America. America's food's all right, plentiful, lots of it. Is it healthy? No, but then I'm sure I can go to Tesco's and buy loads of crisps. Yeah, eat steering wheel, yeah. Yeah, that's quite a common thing, that is. From the Vatican, I'm doing a live from the Vatican. Um, yeah, actually, we are what we eat, aren't we? Really, you know, like on the cruise, I mean, lots of people. I don't know. You just think you're limiting your time. You got to look after your body, ain't you? I know I moan about it, but just next park run, I don't know really. Well, I've got to work the next 3 Saturdays, so and I couldn't do it tomorrow anyway. I might go out for a run tomorrow morning, but I don't know. I'll wait and see what time I get up. If I don't do a run tomorrow morning, I'll do a walk. If I do a walk, I might do a run. Might go out for a run Sunday. I'll see what I fancy doing really. It's when you get up. You get up and you think, yeah, I'm really motivated. Get your trainers on, get out the door. But sometimes you just can't be bothered, innit? You think, yeah, I can't be bothered. And I'm not bothered if I do it or not really. Should we be working at weekends? Why? What's wrong with working weekends? Well, every other Saturday, but because my brother worked one, this is my Saturday to work anyway. But it means the following Saturday I work, so I'll do 3 Saturdays in a row. That's only fair because he done one of my Saturdays, so to get it back, isn't it? Ribs fully healed, yeah, pretty much, pretty much. When I fell off the ladder in 23, I think they're still they never heal up, do they? They're probably always moving, aren't they? Where you're breathing, that sort of sound. Jet skis and Miami Beach on weekends. Yeah, but you need to work to have the fun. Going to work funds your fun. This is what people are going to work. If you enjoy spending money, i.e. going on holiday, watches, motorbikes, the latest phone, fashion, going out for meals, if you like that, make sure you like work. If you don't like working, no problem, stop spending money. If you stop spending money, you ain't got to go to work. The end. It is that simple. And I think you should should absolutely adore having savings. Is it hard to have savings? Yes, but I'm sure most people, if they went back, say 10, 15, 20 years, would you be able to do something differently that would have be able to give you savings now? If you say yes, what was the things you've done? Was it like, my God, my life was absolutely fantastic? So if your life was fantastic, are you saying your life is still fantastic or it's shit? And I'm going, well, if your life was fantastic then and now it's shit, I'm going, well, actually, maybe best have it not quite so fantastic, have it sort of fantastic, then you could still have sort of fantastic now, innit? But why do I know? I love my job bricklaying. I'm not saying, right, well, that's probably the wrong way to do it. But do you know what I mean? I think, look, if I like going out and buying stuff, or I want nice stuff, I want Haagen-Dazs ice cream, and if I go out, I want to have whatever McDonald's I want and not think about it, I need the money. And the only way I know of getting the money is going to work. And I think if you really dislike work, just don't spend no money. But then you can't, showbiz people want everything, innit? I want to eat lots of stuff and be slim. I want to not go to work, but I want to enjoy myself. And I go, well, I don't think it's possible unless you win the lottery. But then if you won the lottery, you've got the money. It's all down to having the money, isn't it? You could be every day making movies. Movies about what? No, I can't make them sort of movies. I'm too old now. I ain't got a moustache, have I? I don't need one of them dodgy moustaches. And that sort of weird music playing and that flock wallpaper in the background, isn't it? Do I need that sort of stuff around me? Ronnie R. Cray. I love it. People just come back. Well, I think I like say I've always been a bit of a saver. I quite like saving up for stuff. But that's me. That's me. And because I think you get a sense of achievement. It's like if you start training, like my son done a marathon, didn't he? All them hours he put in, and nobody can take away how hard you work. If you went to learn something, I think you went to night school to learn something. When you've learned that, nobody can take that. Well, unless you get dementia. But until you get dementia, nobody can take it away from you, innit? And if where is it saying that the harder I work, the luckier I am? You're not lucky. You're getting rewards for the hard work, innit? And I think we don't appreciate stuff. I think. All right, John. How are you? You hope you're all right, mate. I think the trouble now. There was and I don't watch the telly. Never watch the telly, but on a cruise, I watch the telly because you get in and you're waiting to get ready or whatever. So you put the telly on, innit? Watch BBC News. Better than Sky. Usually has Sky and it's fucking, I don't know whether it's the weather in between the news. It's all on a loop, isn't it? And it's suddenly something's happened. It's like, oh, there's a news story. Anyway, they were saying that the youngsters can't afford houses and that, which is understandable. And there was a girl on there. She worked in Australia in a law firm. She's from the UK. Or was she a prison officer? I think she was a prison officer. Now I'm thinking they're on good money, right? For 4 years or something. Didn't want to do that. Took up a law degree. Maybe she'd done the law thing first. Went to Australia, working in a law firm. She's basically given it all. Now she's back at her mum's, right? And she's given it all up. And now she's a content creator. And I'm going, now that is just like done my nut. And I'm thinking, she's saying, oh, how hard it is. She's living with her mum. I thought, really, her mum should have changed the locks. Her mum definitely should have changed the locks. Her sister's there as well. And her boyfriend has got his own house. And I'm going, yeah, I'm not going to get my house. I thought, well, maybe you need to marry your boyfriend then. I can't believe that the prison officers actually earn good money. Either she was lying or she said, I buy so much fashion. I mean, if you was a prison officer and stayed at her mum's, saved, I'm pretty sure, a couple of years, I'm pretty sure you unless her mum said, I want £1,000 a week rent. If her mum was like being sensible and didn't charge her loads and loads of money, and she didn't have all the nice stuff, had the boring and horrible life, I'm pretty sure she could have got a pretty deposit for buying a place. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I've got no idea at all. But And then she's now become a content creator. She's self-employed, and she's saying the government should help. And I'm like, I had to laugh. I thought, what? Chelsea's prison officers? No, I know a few, mate. I know a few. They earn 33k. Well, if you're living at home, well, make sure that your mum thought you was the golden child. And, surely, if you was the little shitbag, what are you going to get? What, your mum and dad are going to really treat the shitbag? The daughter that's like helps out around the house is boring. Had a really boring life for about, say, 10 years. But I think if you live to 8 years, that's 70 years of not being boring, isn't it? Surely. But what do I know? What do I know? Thankfully, I know nothing. It's more that she's given it all up to become a content creator. I'm like, I just thought, thankfully that isn't my daughter. Thankfully that isn't my daughter. But there you go. Yeah, but you'd be living at home, wouldn't you? Why would you not live at home and save hard? Instead of getting out, I don't know. I think if you're living somewhere that's and living with your parents, but surely the moment you get your first wages, your biggest thing should be you ain't got no debts. Right, let's save half my wages. I need to save away for the long term. Surely you can't go. Well, I want to wait. What are you waiting for? What, you're going to keep spending money and wait, hoping houses are going to come down, or your wages are going to go like crazy? I don't think that works. Does you know anyone that does? Anybody who says that I'm wrong, they must obviously know people that have suddenly got a job where they were, instead of earning 600 quid a week, they were earning like 3 grand a week. There are jobs that are 3 grand a week, I'm sure. Yeah, but you wouldn't want to do it forever, would you? You wouldn't want to do it forever. I know a few prison officers, and I'm telling you now, the money ain't bad. The money ain't bad. Yes, of course, if it's 33 grand, it'd be better if it's 66 grand. And really, if it's 66, it'd be better if it's like 100 grand a week. But let's be realistic, boys and girls. You have to come down to be realistic, innit? And I don't know. I think unless you're sorted from a very, very young age, it's time. Unless your mum and dad said, like, you need to save, and you went, oh, yeah, actually, they're sensible. I think it's no chance, isn't it? Then all you'll do is say, well, it's all right for you, like, you bought houses. Is it easy for me? Yep. But then wouldn't you like to have had it easy? Or do you want it hard? And I've never worked. I love people who always assume everything. They always assume you was given everything. They always assume you never work. And everybody assumes it's easy for me. So as I do all my exercising, does that mean I'm lucky that I'm not well? That I'm lucky I'm well? Am I lucky I'm well? So not overeating on my cruise and coming back, 1 pound lighter, I'm lucky, am I? Okay, that's fine. So I should have gorged my face, get pissed, have some cigarettes on the balcony, do a bit of gear, and then I'm entitled to have everything given to me. No, I don't think so. I'm not entitled to anything in life. Where's it written down I'm entitled to anything? Are you lot all entitled to it then? You all are all entitled to being well. No, I'm not. I'm certainly not. I'm not even entitled to having a mum and dad now. They passed. Was I entitled to my mum and dad teaching me to grow up the way I am? No, I wasn't entitled. I was fortunate, I suppose. But wouldn't you like to be fortunate and your mum and dad had taught you these sort of things? What about when you was at school then? So someone who worked hard at school, studied hard at school, they're lucky. Oh, and you were unlucky because you messed about. Okay, that's fine then. But there you go. That's my thoughts, isn't it? I don't. Too risky now. Yeah, but she shouldn't have done it for ages, should she? I'm saying, where did all her wages go then when she was living at home? I don't get, unless you're kicked out, of course. If you're kicked out, no. And of course, there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. But let's say you were lucky and you were allowed to live at home when you were whatever age. Your mum and dad loved you and they cared for you. Yes, of course, if you had a bad upbringing, no, I'm completely wrong. I'm completely wrong. But if you didn't, and I'm surely more people have a good upbringing than a bad upbringing, surely. I can't believe, you say 90% of people have a bad upbringing. I can't believe that. I genuinely can't believe that. Or are you saying that? Or are you saying that genuinely everybody has a bad upbringing? I can't believe that. I can't believe it. All the people, all my mates at school, they all had nice mums and dads. Might not have been together, but they had quite nice parents. They were allowed to live at home. But I don't know. It's when you're young, you don't realise stuff, do you? The sensible people do. But is that your influences? Is that the people you hang around with, isn't it? If you hang around with your mates that are, a bit boring maybe, they're probably the best mates, aren't they? They're not exciting, but they're the thing. What? I'm going to come down and throw my poo at Cambridge Motors windows. Pickle, are you blocking me or am I blocking you? What's the choices? There's your choices, mate. Are you blocking me or am I going to block you? One of us is going to block, so it's up to you. You can be the first if you wish, and if you don't answer, I will block you. So what do you want to do? Being fair, I'm asking you politely. I'm going to block you or you're going to block me. It's up to you. So you can have the power in your finger, block or report the live. I would say report if you really want to do a bit of damage. If you're not going to answer, I'm going to take that you want me to block you then. No answer means you want me to block you. Okay, no answer. See you later. There you go. Block account. There you go. Right, that one's gone. Are you a fan of Carry On films? Yeah, they were quite good back in the day. What's that? Didn't you do some birds for fashion crimes? What are you on about now? Can I get a life advice? Just dress up. What do you mean life advice? About what? You don't need it though. Hi Gary, do you know about who? I wouldn't have a clue what that is. The room? What, the roof? The roof is on fire. Do you want some size 11? No, run around in them. Put them on your hands then. It's stressed out. Why are you stressed out though? Why are you stressed out? Why are you stressed? Hello, New Zealand. I'm going in a minute. 3 minutes there. Even if you ask me a question, I'll ignore you. In 3 minutes' time, I'm going. It's first night back, isn't it? And I want to go to bed. 11 o'clock. I'm going to sleep. I don't love my what? Rolling around a skateboard. Well, why not? Maybe you'll strengthen them up. Maybe you'll strengthen them up then. It's bloody warm tonight, isn't it? Well, the fish fillet. God. One thing I will say, the internet is just as nuts after 2 weeks. Any advice on my mate ordering a Zinger Tower meal? What's a Zinger Tower meal? That's KFC, isn't it? They don't do KFC. I don't mind it, but it's like you eat that, it's all running down your arm, isn't it? So it's a bit of grease, isn't it? No. Well, don't tip it over yourself then. If you tip it over yourself, then it could be dangerous, couldn't it? Now, tell me to go and get a fillet of fish. Then I'll be having fillet of fish anymore. I might go and charge my car tomorrow night. I might not. I might do it Sunday. Ordering a Zinger Tower meal. Why are you called the fish? Why are you called the fish fillet 02? What's that all about? Why? Is it just, has it any sort of sense in it, or is it just weird? You see women that's rushing into Spain, the Zio. Who's a Zio? No, not really. No, you wouldn't have seen him. Well, we did go to Spain on our cruise, but no, I didn't see any there. I should have come on the ship, mate. There's loads of food. You could feed thousands of them. Oh, they've done these nice cakes in the morning. I only had one. Oh, very good. Jim Norton's. No, that's oh, God, that's, I can't even think of it. I called it, what I called it, Kevin Hortons, and Charlie Hortons, isn't it? The I don't know what you call it. The donuts, isn't it? No, I can't have donuts anymore. I'm really trying to be sensible. Well, at least till my next holiday. I've got to try and, I've got to slim down a little bit. My clothes are very snug. I thought, right, not all of them, some of them are. I noticed one of my waistcoats as well was a little bit, I thought, that's a little bit snug. So I think I will. It was a bit too warm to wear a waistcoat as well. I do like wearing a three-piece suit, but a little bit too much. Makes you hot, doesn't it? Right, I love TikTok. People go, and then you see them, they join. They don't say a word, and then they just disappear, and then they come back. TikTok is just, God, don't you do that? You keep scrolling through stuff. You should always, yeah, this is a little bit of a thing. When was this? You've lost weight, Gary. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done. I'm done quite a bit though. You notice it when you see old pictures, don't you? When you see old pictures, you go, wow. Should have weighed myself as well. I never weighed myself to work out what I was to what I am now. I know today what I weighed earlier. I don't know what I weighed when I went on my cruise. And I thought I might have done, but I didn't know. But I did lose a little bit of weight, lost a pound, I think. So to me, that was a perfect holiday. I've had everything I wanted, and because people say you should have what you want, and I think, well, yeah, okay. But if I keep having what I want, then I don't want to be what I've become. I don't want my trousers not to fit me, and I don't want to think, can't really wear them. I'll have to wear these trousers because these are too tight. And I don't want to say go into some 32s and think, now I've got to wear 34s. I don't want to do that. So that's the trouble. If I have all the things I want, I'm not fortunate enough to be able to have anything and just lose it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I lost. I don't know what I lost. It's just, it's just being sensible, isn't it? It's just being, look, unfortunately, you've either got to be fortunate, you can do what you want. But then I'm like them people, I'm thinking, the, what you call the fat that goes around your organs, visceral. The trouble with the visceral fat is it's a silent killer, isn't it? You don't know. That's bad for you. No, I'm not changing. I'm not chasing perfection. I just would like to be. I think if I got to 70 kilos, which is like losing 4 kilos, I think I'd like to get back down to 70 and stay at 70. And it's definitely what you eat. Yeah, I don't have breakfast, so I never have breakfast on the cruise. And people go, well, you're on holiday, you might as well have it. It's like, well, you sort of think, yeah, maybe I should really, but then I think, but if I'm not hungry, I'm genuinely not hungry, I'm not missing something, am I? If you go up to the cake counter and you had like a scone or two scones, you could have 10 scones, couldn't you? And some pastries and some cakes and that. But if you don't really want them, then you're not having it. You're having it for what, isn't it? If you want an alcoholic drink, and you really, really want it, and you have it, great, because you wanted it. But I don't want it. And it wasn't because I'm thinking, I'm going to put weight on. Nothing to do with that. My plan was to have whatever I wanted, and I did. If I want an orange juice and lemonade, 3 of them in an evening, I had a pint of orange juice lemonade. Didn't really care, really. You can say, oh, it's too many calories. No, I didn't care. I wasn't saying I want diet 7-Up. I was having lemonade and orange juice because I didn't care. And when I went to the buffet, I had what I wanted. If I wanted 2 bacon rolls, I got 2 rolls, butter, made myself bacon rolls. So, but I wasn't really thinking. That's when I think you got lucky, when you're having exactly what you want. But what you want is an excess. It's like you're satisfied at not having excess. That's the hardest bit to get to, I reckon. And then you just tinker with it, don't you? You go, well, actually, do you know what? I've been good this week. Let's have a McDonald's. Let's go to CAF on Saturday rather than take a sandwich or a bowl of soup, because I've been good this week. And that's why I think Nutricheck's good. You use Nutricheck is good because you know exactly what you're having. And if you do that, you can then factor in the treats. Because when you don't know, like going on holiday, you don't know what you're having, do you? You just, I'll have that cake, I'll have this, I'll have that pint of beer, I'll have a wine, you have all that stuff. And you don't really know, you're not tracking it. You shouldn't track it because you're on holiday. But, I'm pretty sure, I wonder how many people, today or tomorrow will go, I really wished I hadn't had quite so many, cakes in the afternoon, or I wished I had 2 desserts or 2 starters or 2 rolls. Now, but you want that feeling as you sit down to dinner? Well, I think you do. Anyway, I'm going to go now. No, you can't chase perfection. You can't. I told you, it's that, isn't it? It's that and that. When you chase the highs, there will always be lows. And the greater these are, the greater these are. Like, it's simply just eating. Like these, these are the highs, aren't they? All the nice stuff you want and excesses of it. But you probably look in the mirror and you go, it's down there, isn't it? You go, actually, I wished I'd just gone to there. No, you can't regret stuff. Yeah, but you do know, don't you? I'm sure if you smoked from a young age, you probably wish you hadn't smoked. And if you drink on LinkedIn, the amount of people on LinkedIn, there's obviously LinkedIn's a lot of older people, sober for 200 days, and they're like, it's the best thing they've ever done. I don't know, it's a bit like exercise, isn't it? How many people probably wish they liked or they stood it and they went and done it. I think and once you do it, I think the good habits are the best, but they're the hardest to get into. They are the hardest. They're the hardest to adopt. Habits are easy to keep, whether it's good or bad, but the good habits, I think the good habits make us FOMO massively. Like, I'm missing out on something. I'm missing out. Like the other day, I stood there and I thought, do you know what? Nah. And I just walked away from the cake counter in the morning. They had pastries, Danish pastries, and they had these like ice buns. And I looked at them and I thought, nah, I don't even want it really. I thought, because I know what I'll have and I'll eat it, and then I think, because what's it, a minute on the mouth, month on the waist, isn't it? How do they say? I don't struggle, but it's much easier to put it on, isn't it? Swear and total recall. 3. Barry Hearn, do I? 3 in total recall. Oh. Get going. I'm going to go because I was going to go at 5 past. And I'll sit here all night otherwise. Anyway, I'm going to go. It is hard.